Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. Set it down to the offense, first down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Catch made by the tight end. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Sophomore run down after a nice run. The Seminoles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
The game makes it second and medium. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 30 short. Can he get there on the ground? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He'll hand it off.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The shotgun running play call. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Sixth play of the drive coming up. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Give it to the back again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. is getting set. It's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
It's 3rd and 4. So far, they're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. It's a shotgun run call. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Throw to the running back in the flat. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. Very efficient on 3rd down, and now it's 1st down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. When the tackle is made, the defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They're going to score with a run to the right. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas State. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. State offense heads back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Florida State. Just ran away from the defense.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Texas State offense back on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Second down, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
That sack will end the drive. Punting unit now on the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline. A solid punt. And the punt heads out of bounds. It looks like they'll spot it near the 45. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Looks to the left, pass caught. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And the back now goes in motion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? At the 20. Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Noles will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Linebacker shifting around now. And they get the second half started with a running play. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's second down here. Sticking with the running game. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. The offense now operating in empty. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this 3rd down. We'll see what happens with the decision on 4th down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Jet sweep receiver trying to find some room. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. Offense in hurry-up mode. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Here's the option play. Runs through the defender. Pitch play to the back. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he picks up the 1st down before they get into the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Texas State. It was a foot race, and he won it. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Texas State offense back on the field now. They punt launch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Here's the second down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas State 21, Florida State 14.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter. Critical down in distances. And this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game. Showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here comes a handoff. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. The back's got it. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Leading here in the fourth quarter to keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. They're going to run it here. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now. That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Across the 45 now. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Knowles.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down one now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Now the all-important extra point. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. There's the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Third down for the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense gets a second chance after the roughing the punter penalty. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They'll run it from the gun. Good enough for first down yardage. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They're going to run it. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Important second down play coming up. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And now a chance to win the game on a 56-yard field goal attempt for the win. He missed it. Try is no good, and we're still tied. Here comes our first play of overtime. Ball handed off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. This drive has now reached the red zone. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the defense brings him down. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Touchdown, Texas State. They strike first in OT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Give it to the big fullback here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
He'll pitch it. Physical run breaks through a tackle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. They'll run the option. He's past the marker and still going. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop it.
In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And here's the handoff. Aiming for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Now the offense will spend a timeout to get everybody organized. Can't afford a mistake at this moment. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he will get into the end zone again. Follows up a touchdown with a successful 2-point try. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.